be together with us today. Her name is Aslı Aldemir Celen. She is a master artist. Today I would like to invite you once again to consider the cultural and structural continuity of earth-based architecture in Anatolia across civilizations spanning many centuries. Earth has functioned not merely as a building material, but as a carrier of collective memory, craftsmanship, and technical intelligence transmitted from one generation to another. As once Anna Heringer stated, Earth is a world wide, Weltanschauung, as warm as the tones of the soil it comes from, hard enough to resist the forces that shaped it. It balances moisture and temperature. Show me another material that can do all of these at the same time. In this sense, earthen architecture should be understood not as a primitive construction technique, but as a sophisticated material, culture deeply embedded within human history and environmental adaptation. This research investigates the longue-durée continuity of earthen architecture in Anatolia by examining earth not only as a technical resource, but also as a cultural medium, shaped through social organization, collective knowledge, and ritualist production practices. In Anatolia, earthen construction represents a continuous material tradition through which architectural techniques, maintenance practices, and symbolic meanings were transmitted across historical periods. The research, in this sense, approached earth not merely as a construction material, but as an active cultural agent embedded within collective memory and social life. The evolution of earth technology demonstrates a remarkable transformation from basic survivor-oriented construction methods into sophisticated structural and seismic engineering systems capable of sustaining monumental civilizations and imperial architectures. Earth embodies both humanity's earliest form-making practices and its first engineering institutions, establishing the cognitive foundations of architectural production. From early periods onward, clay used in pottery, figurines, and tablets contributed to the development of an understanding of form, proportion, scale, and volume, which later become essential principles of architectural thinking. In this sense, ceramics and architecture share a transferred body of knowledge related to shaping, firing technologies, and material control, clearly visible in Anatolian settlements. Here we do have the urban typologies matrix of the Neolithic period across Anatolian geography. The most significant ones are Işıklıhöyük, Çatalhöyük, and Çayönü. The absence of streets and roof-based circulation in Işıklıhöyük and Çatalhöyük necessitated absolute communal cooperation, embedding social reliance directly into the earthen architecture. The circular degradation of earthen plaster and its continual renewal through communal labor reveal that earthen architecture functioned not only as a physical construction system, but also as a social embedded ritual process. As earth plaster weathered over the course of the year, communities gathered collectively to prepare, mix, and reapply new layers of plaster, transforming maintenance into a recirculating act of social cohesion and cultural continuity. Through shared labor, interpersonal bonds and collective identity were reinforced while the structural integrity of the walls was simultaneously renewed for another seasonal cycle. In this sense, the repair of earthen architecture should be understood as both a technical and ritualist act of material recycling embedded within everyday life. As Ian Hodder argues, the annual replastering of walls in settlements across Anatolia was not merely an act of maintenance, but a socio-cultural ritual reproducing the continuity of the community alongside the physical continuity of the building itself. Now, we do have images related with the Hagia Sophia of Istanbul, the Constantinople. In Byzantine and early Ottoman architecture, the most advanced form of earth-based material appears as fired brick. This transformation represents not only a technical advancement, but also a reinterpretation of structural logic. The lightweight bricks used in the construction of Hagia Sophia stand as a key example of the shift. The Ottoman brick production techniques and stamp brick traditions. Brick stamps functioned as indicators of production centers and construction organization. In this sense, Mimar Sinan introduced innovative structural solutions that transformed Ottoman monumental architecture as like the next phase in line after the Byzantine architectural historical background. The dome served not only as a technical solution, but also as a symbolic element. Ottoman architecture in this sense emphasized harmony between proportion, geometry, and spatial perception. We do have some informationary details, what we are going to find on the publication of the paper of our research. So I would like to jump directly to the conclusion. Earth is not a primitive material of the past. It is a highly engineered record of human survival. From the communal walls of Neolithic Anatolia to the seismic-resistant foundations of Mimar Sinan, earthen architecture represents an unbroken chain of collective intelligence. As modern architecture seeks sustainable, resilient alternatives, the blueprint is already written in the soil beneath our feet. Thank you very much for your interest.